Good morning, happy through hikers. Well, welcome to day 8. Day 8 for sure. So today is Monday. So yeah, we have completed our first week on trail. We're at around somewhere like 191 or 195 kilometers into the trail so far. My camp for the night. Right here, my tent. I broke one of my poles last night. It's still workable, but not happy about that. My morning coffee is working. Right here, nice cup of morning coffee, and I think it's just ready now. So we'll have my morning coffee as I pack things up. I'm not in too much of a rush today, or tomorrow actually. And that's because we're at Rattlesnake Point right now. That's where we spent the night. And it was fine. Great spot. Quiet, peaceful, nobody around. But tonight we're going to be on trail. Tomorrow night is our first motel night of this hike at the Cedar Springs motel. And we'll be there Tuesday night. And right now we're only about 40 kilometers on trail to that motel. That means today we've got a steady day, say 25 kilometers, something like that, nice and easy. And tomorrow, all being well, we'll be taking what we call a Nero. Now a Nero isn't a zero. We do hike on the Tuesday, but we hike for about half the day until we reach the hotel. I plan it that way so it gives me lots of time at the hotel to be able to go into town, to resupply, to do the jobs, the laundry and the things I need to do, and still get the time to relax a little bit in the hotel room, watch a little bit of a TV, lay on the bed and just rest for a while. Rather than getting there late at night, sleeping, getting up the next morning and gone, I have to charge my battery packs. I am recording a lot of video for my vlogs on my YouTube channel, Trail Name Jasper. Subscribe. So that does require a lot of battery power. So tonight will be my first night, tomorrow night will be my first night in a motel, which would be at the end of day 9. Anyhow, I'm going to have my coffee. I'm going to get my gear packed up. We're going to hit the trail. And hey, thank you for tuning in this morning. Jasper here, and we're going to see you out there. Bye-bye. Right here, yet another perfect camp spot for the night. Flat, grassy, and a picnic table to boot. That is pretty much awesome. The only thing you're short of there is water. If you had a stream nearby or something like that, that would be a wet camp. That would pretty much make that a 10. Yeah, it's exactly what we look for on a through hike of any kind. Those kind of camp spots for the night. Right now, it's not even 9 a.m. Way too early to camp. But anyhow, who knows? Maybe tonight, as the day winds down, comes to an end, maybe I'll get lucky then. We'll see. And we just stopped for second breakfast. First breakfast was a coffee and a granola bar as I was packing up my gear this morning. Second breakfast is a cup of tea, and today I'm having a Wise Company apple cinnamon granola cereal. It's got apples and 6 grains. Should be okay. I don't eat a lot of like Mountain House or Wise Company or this kind of product. I don't find them amazingly good, but also they're ridiculously expensive. But I do carry a few. To start this hike, I had 2 of this type of meal, like prepared dehydrated meals. One was a chicken pasta, which I ate a couple of days ago, and then this breakfast cereal. Further up north in my supply boxes, I think I have a couple of more of those meals. It gives you a break from the ramen noodle type food. But anyhow, having said that, everything is going well. Just a little check-in, second breakfast. It's kind of standard and normal to be doing that on a through hike. Yeah, you know what? The hike goes well. I'm happy with it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong. Today is an easier day. Tomorrow we're taking a Nero, don't forget. Now, for those of you who don't know, what a Nero is, I'm not sure if I explained this or not, but a Nero is a day where you hike, but you might hike half the day. And that is the plan tomorrow as I arrive at a motel, which I have to do for laundry, bath, charging my battery banks, and also resupply. Yesterday was a much harder day at 37.5 kilometers. Today, if I do 25 kilometers today, I can do 15 tomorrow, and there's my Nero, and I'm at the hotel by lunchtime. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to enjoy my cereal. Hopefully it's ready by now. Talk to you soon. Lookout number 1. Well, okay. Let's take a look at lookout number 1. Wow. Wow, look at that. Well, big busy highway in the distance. That's got to be the 401. We are going to cross that some point today. And when we do, I believe, if memory serves me correct, we'd be entering into the Toronto section. Wow. Interesting. Let's have a look over on this side. See what we see. Railroad line. Oh yeah, you know what? Way in the distance on that railroad line is a walkover crossing. I remember going over that last year. Yes, I do. Okay, fair enough. That's good. I guess we're on track. Wow. Oh, look. Here's our hike. Queenston Park, Queenston Heights, Hamilton, Mount Nemo, Rattlesnake, where we were last night. So we're probably here. We've done to here. We gotta go up here yet. Oh well. And then we have to turn around and do it all again. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess sightseeing at lookout number 1 is not going to get this trail done. In the words of a great hiker, Marmalade. Although I'm really disappointed to find out that he's given up his hopes on the PCT. But hey, Mike Lawrence, trail name Marmalade, in your words, this trail won't hike itself. Let's go. I believe somewhere at the other side of this bridge we will be entering into the Toronto section and leaving the Iroquois section behind. Well, behind for now anyhow. This highway would be the Highway 401, Montreal to Windsor. A little bit of an update, recap maybe, on the plan for the next day or two. We continue to hike today. Today is Monday, it's August the 17th. Right now it's around 1:30 in the afternoon. And we're doing just fine. Tomorrow, and tonight will be a wild camp, of course. Tomorrow, I have a motel booked. So that'll be Tuesday the 18th. And I'm staying at the Cedar Springs, which is just north of Georgetown on Highway 7. I stayed there for one night last year when I was on my through hike of the Bruce Trail. I need to charge my battery packs, all my batteries and so on. Again, as I've mentioned, vlogging, recording all the video with my GoPro 8 Black uses an extensive amount of electricity, battery power. And tomorrow will be day 9 on the trail. If all works out well, yesterday, as you know, we put in some extra kilometers, so we didn't need to do as many today. And tomorrow I'm hoping to arrive at the hotel around noon, maybe 1 o'clock-ish, somewhere around there. Last time I was there about that time, and they did let me check in, so that was good. And that gives me lots of time to go and do my supplies and so on, and then relax. So yeah, so that's basically an update. After that, we'll be pushing north and pushing up into the Caledon section, or towards the Caledon section. Right now we're in the Toronto section. We entered that today at about 11 a.m. and left the Iroquois section behind, as you know, and that's great. So that's section number 3 we're in now. So we're moving right along. We are over 200 kilometers on trail now, and that just keeps building, of course, with every step we take. So yeah, staying focused, staying committed, and staying strong, but also taking the time to look around, taste the coffee, smell the roses, relax, things like that. I'm not trying to do the hike all in one day. And for everybody out there, remember, hike your own hike. You don't have to do it in one day, and you don't have to do it at someone else's speed. You just do your thing. Okay, a little bit of an update. Monday progresses well. Significantly less people on the trail since the weekend has passed, which is obviously quite normal. A weatherman says thunderstorms this afternoon, and they seem to be building. So, might be in for a soaking, but oh well. But day 8, I've had no rain yet, so I'm doing great. I have to have some at some time, of course. Okay, let's take a look at this trail. Interesting trail today. Beautiful place, beautiful spot. Sat right here on this stile to have my coffee and my oatmeal this morning. Wow. My battery failed in the GoPro back down the way. So I apologize for that. I was halfway through a sentence when that happened. But what we were talking about basically was the tent that I'm using again, which is that Mountain Gear Warehouse 2-man tent. Not the dome tent, the 2-man tent. And the fact that the pole is broken. And that's creating a major problem for me right now. But, you know, you deal with it. The thing about being on a through hike, being every day, day after day after day on the trail, as adventurous as it is, it's great exercise. It's a ton of hard work, but there's a lot of problems. It's not all, you know, soft grass and roses. There's lots of problems. There's weather, there's locations for sleeping, locations for getting water. That's always a big one. finding locations for food supplies, your gear maintenance, your gear replacement when it breaks, like now, things like that. So there's lots of constant problems every single day to go along with it. And again, just to finish off about that tent, it bothers me because it's only day 9, it's so early. If I'd have been in this 30 or 40 days, yes, maybe, but day 9, although that tent has been with me for a while, as I've said before, it did the Bruce Trail through hike with me last year, and it's done many other overnight 1 and 2 night hikes with me, so I don't know, maybe I can't complain, I don't know. Oatmeal's good, coffee's good, and life is good. Thank you for following my hike. Thank you for following my adventure. Please subscribe. I need all the subscribers I could get. Hit that like button. Share, leave a comment. Tell me about your adventures. Just leave a comment below. I'd love to know about the trails you hike, the gear you use, the food you eat on the trail. Love to know. Get some conversations going with other hikers. Be kind of interesting to see what other people are doing too. Well, good morning everybody. Jasper here. Welcome to my day number 9 of my Bruce Trail through hike. Okay, so last night was the first night we had rain, which has been good, and the tent was fine as far as the rain and water protection is concerned. The one pole that had broken, it is actually breaking more and becoming more of a concern very quickly, because without that pole I would not be able to erect the tent, and I have been repairing it with a waterproof duct tape, but the break is getting worse, so that could possibly be a problem. I do have more tents at home. I have 2 tents. I have one in my supply box, but that's, I don't know, probably 5 nights or 6 nights away from me when I get that box. Can I make this tent last that long? I hope so. I don't want to have to buy another tent. However, if I did, today being a Nero, I have only about 13-14 kilometers to do when I hit my motel at Georgetown. Georgetown has an atmosphere, a sports check and an atmosphere outdoor store. I would be able to buy a tent there that would suffice, but I don't want to have to spend that money if I don't have to, knowing I have 2 tents. And one of them I have access, and both of them essentially I have access to 5 days, 5-6 days from now. Because I can have those added to my supply box. Well, I have one in a supply box anyhow, so as a backup, so it's fine. So I've just got to make it work somehow till that point. So it is a beautiful morning. It's about 8:30 and just an absolutely gorgeous morning. The rain we had last night, some places actually got some very severe thunderstorms. There was a thunderstorm warning in effect from the weather office. I did not experience the heavy thunderstorms. I heard the thunder, I saw no lightning, but I was in the trees in the forest. But I did get some rain. I'd got my shelter up, my tent, and I was inside my tent. I'd had my supper and so on, and I was inside my tent. I laid there and relaxed and listened to the rain, and eventually just drifted off for a good night's sleep. So yeah, today, crisp air. I think that rain and the thunderstorms cleared up a lot of the humidity, and I think for the next 2 or 3 days the temperatures are a little milder, and then it'll creep back up, I think, after that up to the 30 and 32 degrees Celsius again, which, you know what, is fine. I'd rather have, I really rather have warm weather, hot weather, than cold. I'm not a cold person, like weather person. Anyhow, the morning, the day, which is of course day 9, progresses really good. Just had a nice breakfast, as you know. It always makes me feel better after my coffee. So yeah, so just to recap on our Nero today. Right now, excuse me, right now we're heading to the north side of Georgetown, where we will be arriving at the Cedar Springs motel a little bit earlier than I probably expected, I think. But they might let me, as I said before, they might let me check in early, or maybe just leave my pack in the lobby and go into town and get my resupplies and so on. We already know about the tent issue, so I got to give that some thought, see if there's something I can pick up to do a repair with in town. City food, of course. The last time I was there a year ago, I stopped at a downtown fish and chip shop. I might do that again, rather than stopping at it like a chain food store or a chain food restaurant, because they had fish and chips and mushy peas, my favorite. Don't forget, I was born and raised in Yorkshire, England. I'm very much an Englishman. So a nice feed of fish and chips, especially with some mushy peas, would be amazing. But having said that, we'll see as the day progresses what we get into. We have some joggers, I think, behind us on the trail, or crossing on a trail, but that's good. Anyhow, okay, let's keep going and let's see how we make out this morning. Well, looks like we have ladders to go down into the caves. Okay. This is the trail. Whoa. Maybe I should be using my hands for climbing rather than the video camera right now. But wow, look at this in here. Amazing. Okay, let's get down off these ladders and rocks and see where this trail is going to take us now. Actually, I don't know. I'm not seeing any trail markers here at all. So, yeah, definitely not that way. Okay, let's go back. Sorry about all the bustling, but this is quite a challenging little section. So, it wasn't that way. So, let's have a look. Where would I go through there? I honestly don't know. Or maybe I would exit these ladders. Through there I see a blaze on a tree. I got off the wrong side of the ladders. So let's go over the ladders and let us make our way. There we go. There we go. So there's blazes on the tree. Wow. Well, that little piece was quite challenging. For an old guy like me, a young pup would just skip through there. Anyhow. So it looks like it says you turn there, but it also says you turn there. So it indicates that the trail would follow down the hill and not actually make a turn, just a straight line. Okay, well, let's go down the hill. Unless we're doing this wrong, of course, which is really, really quite possible. But you know what? Even though I did this Bruce Trail through hike a year ago, I don't recall all these little kind of sections, but I'm thinking it's telling me to go down here. So we're going to go down here. Would be nice if I just saw a blaze, just to make sure that we'd done that little piece right. One little blaze would be nice. And you know what? I don't see a blaze anywhere. I see no blazes, which tells me I may have done that little section wrong. Okay, so we better, well, there's Bruce Trail parking. That's fine, but you know what? We're just going to head back to that last, to the bottom of that hill, just to see if there was a marking giving me a clear instruction of where to go. So yeah, again, these things happen, and I know there's somebody watching this video right now whose area, this is their local area, and they're saying, well, you go this way, oh, you go that way. Maybe, but this isn't my local area. So let's see, I came down there. Now there's a turn sign right there telling me to turn left if I was going southbound. I see the one on the other side of the tree. So we did indeed make a long turn. Essentially, we made a left, and of course, we should have made our other left or a right. And there's the blaze. Really quite simple. If I'd have gone the right way around the trees like I was supposed to, I would have clearly seen those well-presented blazes. Of course, I did not. Let's keep going. Beautiful rapid river here. What a great water source. Now, because in, maybe 9 kilometers from here, we're going to be checking into a motel. I am not going to filter water here, but this would be a prime water source of beautiful water. Look at that little bridge there. Amazing, isn't it? I remember this part well. A beautiful area. Great water source. I don't need water right now, as I say, because we're checking into the motel, but on the way back, this will definitely be a resupply for water. No problem there. Walking down the side of a very, very, very busy highway, Highway 7. Just there, not far ahead, just in the distance on my left, is the Cedar Springs motel. I stayed there before last year on my through hike of the Bruce, and I plan on staying there again tonight. Georgetown is a hitch, or I guess maybe now a Uber ride or a taxi ride. I don't know about hitching into town, if that would be possible right now with the bug. But anyhow, it's only 11 a.m. I took my time getting here. I knew I only had about 14 kilometers to do today. Hence today being a Nero. And then I can do laundry, hot bath, shave, into town resupply, and city food. With still time to hopefully repair or have a closer look at my tent pole that needs repair. And then maybe even relax and watch a movie tonight. I don't know. Either way, I'm going to ask or see if they will let me check in early, because as I say, it's only 11 a.m. I think normal check-in is like 3 or something like that. Maybe they have a fee. If not, maybe they'll allow me to put my leave my backpack in the lobby whilst I go into town and then check in later. I don't know. Let's see what's going to happen. Oh. So, here we are in the lobby. Let's see what happens. Well, number 10. Here we go. Welcome to essentially hiker trash motel. Hey, it's fine. Microwave, a little refrigerator, shelf area, okay, so be it. Window air conditioning, that's working. TV, bed, and of course, very importantly, bathroom. Hey, little table and chairs. Everything is just fine. You know what? Laundry. You know what? Laundry, bath. Where did I put the key already? Oh, on the bed. Okay. Laundry, bathtub, clean up, check out what I need for inventory, and then boys and girls, city food. Fish, chips, mushy peas. Ever since I mentioned those earlier today, I've been thinking about those a lot. We're going to talk to you in a bit.